It looks like Nike has found itself in a major PR mess after a Super Bowl commercial featuring Caitlyn Clark, the star of women's basketball, caused an unexpected stir. Fans were initially hyped from the ad drop showcasing Clark front and center, but the excitement quickly turned to frustration when Nike followed up with a promotional t-shirt that featured the athletes from the ad, except for Caitlyn Clark. In fact, her name wasn't even mentioned once in the entire commercial or promotion. This oversight has sparked an online uproar, with fans accusing Nike of disrespecting one of the most popular female athletes today. Here's how it all unfolded. Super Bowl Sunday saw Nike dropping a major commercial, spotlighting several athletes, including Caitlyn Clark, and social media exploded with excitement. People were thrilled that a major brand like Nike was finally showing love to a star of women's sports. But then came the follow-up commercial promoting a commemorative t-shirt, which included all the athletes from the Super Bowl ad, with one glaring omission: Caitlyn Clark's name. Nike didn't even bother to acknowledge her presence, and fans quickly noticed, flooding social media with anger. One fan tweeted, "Why wasn't Caitlyn Clark's name mentioned?" It's a fair question, considering how pivotal she is to the world of women's basketball and the hype surrounding her appearance in the ad. Every other athlete in the commercial received their moment of recognition, but Caitlyn was left out in the cold. This oversight didn't go unnoticed. Fans were furious, with some suggesting that if Nike wasn't going to show her any respect, she should leave the brand and find a company that truly valued her. Things got even worse when people started comparing the situation to something out of a bad comedy. Some referred to Caitlyn Clark as Lord Voldemort because apparently mentioning her name in Nike's marketing was as taboo as speaking the name of the Dark Wizard. This wasn't just a minor mistake. Fans began to view it as part of a bigger pattern of neglect towards Caitlyn Clark, from sneaker delays to underwhelming marketing support. Many fans are now accusing Nike of repeatedly failing to support Caitlyn Clark properly. For instance, there have been countless delays regarding her signature sneakers, leaving fans frustrated and questioning why such an in-demand product is being so poorly managed. Additionally, her marketing presence has been lackluster compared to other high-profile athletes. Caitlyn Clark, a record-breaking star, seems to be getting the short end of the stick when it comes to advertising, despite her massive following and influence. The situation has only escalated as fans demand accountability from Nike. Some even suggested that if Caitlyn had a stronger agent, her career might look very different right now. Instead of being treated like an afterthought in Nike's marketing strategy, she could be the face of campaigns, billboards, and commercials across the board. But as things stand, Nike is giving her very little visibility. This isn't just about one ad, it's part of a recurring pattern that has left many fans feeling betrayed by the brand. In response to the latest commercial blunder, fans have taken to social media to voice their anger. There's been a growing movement calling for a boycott of Nike, with fans rallying behind Caitlyn Clark and demanding that she be treated with the respect she deserves. Some have even suggested that Clark should leave Nike altogether and sign with a brand that truly appreciates her worth. It's clear that people are no longer willing to accept this level of disregard, and they're ready to take action. One fan pointed out the absurdity of Nike's treatment of Caitlyn Clark, suggesting that if she were under a different agency or signed to a brand with a more aggressive marketing strategy, she'd be everywhere. But instead, it feels like Nike is trying to keep her out of the spotlight. This isn't just bad for Caitlyn. It's bad for women's sports in general. As one fan put it, if Nike is not willing to show up for Caitlyn Clark, then maybe they don't deserve her. With all this happening, fans are beginning to connect the dots and see a larger issue at play. Nike has repeatedly dropped the ball to Caitlyn Clark, and this latest incident has only amplified the perception that the brand doesn't truly care about her. Caitlyn's supporters aren't just upset, they're demanding a change, and they're putting Nike on notice. If Nike doesn't step up and do right by Caitlyn Clark, it may cost them in a very big way. The ball is now firmly in Nike's court, and it remains to be seen if they'll take the necessary steps to address the growing backlash or continue fumbling their opportunity. Fans are watching closely, and they're ready to take action if they don't get the recognition Caitlyn Clark deserves.